I have somebody I want to introduce you to, Susan Helfrich, who has a great tool for you to take the guesswork out of how much you should be eating, what you should be eating, and what is actually in what you're eating. Susan, welcome to QVC. Nice to have you back.
Thank you.
We were just talking with Michael Senna about the fact that our country is more overweight than we've ever been before.
Yes.
Obesity is not only a problem in adults, it's becoming an epidemic in children. And if you're at a point where you're wringing your hands and tearing your hair out, not knowing what to do, it could be in what you are eating or what you're feeding your family, how much and what's in that food. This is the NutriGuide that Susan is holding, called a pocket-size nutritional calculator. It's $28.96. It takes the guesswork out of what's in your foods, and it really puts control back in your hands rather than making that diet control you, right?
Absolutely. This is an incredible product that everybody should have. For example, do you know what you had to eat yesterday?
I know what I ate.
Okay. Do you know how many calories were in it?
No.
Okay. Well, let's say you go to your favorite fast food restaurant.
I want to make sure they can see what
and
you're
you
doing. Okay, good.
program in, let's say you have a Whopper, for example.
Okay.
So you programmed in your Whopper, and then you want to see, well, gee, do I want to eat that? So you press the button for calories, and you see what the calories are. You program in for cholesterol, for carbs, for fat, protein, sodium, fiber. It also has the diabetic exchange keys, which were pre-programmed by diabetic educators, so the green. It also has fat, it has fruit, it has meat, chicken, fish, it has dairy, and it has vegetable.
Here's a word right here that you pointed out, fiber, that we take for granted. We hear that we should be eating, but did you realize that fiber, just fiber, burns 7 times the amount of calories as carbohydrates do, and that protein burns twice the amount of calories as carbohydrates do? Part of the reason that we're getting so fat as a society is because we're eating non-fat, so much non-fat foods. These non-fat foods are turning to sugar in our bodies, and that's what's packing on the pounds. If you realize what the amount of protein, the amount of sodium, the amount of fiber that you have, that you're eating, are in there, you can now be much smarter in eating and still enjoy your foods. In fact, there's a nutrition guide that is correlated with the calculator, and there's a dining out guide, and all of those that Susan was talking about with regard to calculating them in and the numbers associated with that Whopper
Right.
or those French fries or that baked potato are what you use from here, right?
And
This
there's
is really
over
a science.
10,000 foods that are pre-programmed by it. Wait till you see what I show you.
Yeah.
For example, let's see, what would you have if you were having breakfast?
That looks
And
very
you were
good.
having pancakes?
Yeah.
Would you choose pancakes with raspberries, or would you choose the bran muffin?
Now,
Which would you choose for breakfast?
First of all, I would hear the word bran, and I would think that that's much better. Secondly, I would look at the size of these portions, and I would say, again, I'm back to the bran muffin. So my choice is the bran muffin.
And most people would think that, except that the bran muffin has 190 calories and the total fat is 38%, where all of these pancakes, the total fat is 8 grams for the raspberry, and the total fat for the pancakes is 11%. So you can see that this has so much more fat. And this is great to share with your children, to share with your family. You wouldn't know this, but with your personal nutritionist with you, it's lightweight, it's easy to use. You put it in your pocketbook, you have it always. Look at this. This is incredible. You go to your favorite fast food restaurant.
Okay.
You have a choice. Would
Right.
you like a cheeseburger?
Right.
Or would you like a fish sandwich?
All right, once again, I would think, well, I'm going to choose the fish because I know
Right.
that that is very nutritious.
And let me tell you, Judy, everybody would think that, except that the
Except my cameraman, who really wants the cheeseburger.
well, you can have it.
Oh, is that a better
It's for
choice?
you.
Well,
The
Vic, you
calories-
should stick with the cheeseburger.
The calories on the cheeseburger are 330. The calories on the fish sandwich are 470. The fat on the cheeseburger is 38%. The fat on the fish sandwich is 49%. It is huge. It is a huge difference. And that's exactly what you were saying. You eat wrong. You go to the fast food. You think you're putting it in good. Who did we learn it from? From the waitress, from the restaurant, from our parents. And now all of a sudden you can teach your children
How to eat right.
How to eat right.
Let's go to
This
the
is-
phones. We have a lot of interest in this. Sharon's on the line. Sharon, say hello to Susan, and
Hi,
I'm Judy.
Sharon.
Hi, Judy, Susan.
How are you?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
Do you have one of these yet?
No, I do not.
It's-
I am a diabetic, and I had been to my endocrinologist, and I'm the heaviest I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me I have got to lose weight. And once you said the diabetic
Exchange keys, right.
exchanges were on there, that really perked me up.
Not only that, Sharon, but you're going to have, if you ever decide to go online through the NutriGuide system, you have a dietitian support and guidance if you ever run into a problem, you get frustrated, you're not sure of something. So there's a lot of support behind this for all of $28.
24 hours a day.
That's great. I'm hoping this is going to help me a lot.
Well, we hope so too. We want you to be in the best health possible, and that's why these fitness programs are so beneficial.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling, Sharon.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy
I
the
enjoyed
guide.
watching you.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye. And it's really fun. You know what? This becomes like a game. You can't wait to look up what you ate to see what's the fiber content. Oh, good. I had more fiber. That burns 7 times the amount of calories as carbohydrates do. That's a very good thing. How about the protein content? But what about the sodium content? What about the carbohydrate content? Paula's on the line from Virginia. Paula, we're going to show you. I tell you what, Miss Susan, let's give Paula a choice.
Okay.
Let's go down here to the very end where Vic is set up.
Hi there, Judy.
Hi,
Okay.
Paula. We have
We
a question
have-
for you now.
Would you like the tuna salad sandwich or would you like the roast beef?
Which do you think would be more nutritious and which would you choose?
I believe the tuna salad.
Okay, that's what I would say.
Exactly. That's what most people would say.
Are
Do
we
you
right or
know,
wrong?
Well, do you know that the tuna salad has 660 calories and the roast
And
beef
mayonnaise.
only has 264?
660, 204.
It is a
Right.
huge difference. The tuna salad has 58% fat. The roast beef only has 15% fat. So it is a huge difference. And this is a lifelong lesson that you'll teach your children, that you'll know forever. That's why diets didn't work. I've been on diets, but I've never learned to eat properly. Now that I know how to eat, my weight doesn't jump up and down. I mean, that's why everybody goes on diets, and it's such a billion-dollar business because you keep going it on and on. Of course, I can
And you
lose
keep
weight.
getting more and more frustrated.
Right, and
so
I
you keep
can-
coming back to the concept of dieting, still
Right.
not learning how to eat right and portion control and what's the proper combination of foods.
Right.
I hope that you love using this. I think it's going to be like a new toy for you.
I'm excited about it.
Good.
I'm diabetic, and I have
Oh,
been
great.
losing weight by
Good for
eating a
you.
lot of salads. Of course, I'm just cooking for myself. I'm alone now.
Uh-huh.
And I have lost 45 pounds.
Good for you.
That's
I'm sure
excellent.
you're already feeling better.
Congratulations.
Yes, I am.
Good, good.
I'm an old lady that I don't feel like one anymore.
Excellent, Paula. That's how we want you to live the rest of your life, feeling the best that you can possibly feel. Be healthy, be fit, feel good, and have fun.
This is going to be really good because it's hard to figure out what I can eat if I go out.
That's right, and that's what the dining
Yeah.
out guide is all about. And there
You're
are over
never alone.
4,000 different foods that are built into this dining out guide, so you can keep this with you and kind of impress all your friends. Okay, what are you ordering? Well,
Right.
let's talk about it, you know? We've got to
Right.
run, but I'm so glad you called, Paula. Have a great afternoon.
And I wanted to mention it has Italian, German, Chinese. It doesn't just have fast foods. It has all the foods. If you're in the stadium or a salad bar, you can look up what you want to eat and have your personal nutritionist with you.
Great, and remember that we're going to be talking about more in the world of fitness. Susan is coming back with a brand new item later in the show called the Extreme Zone Handheld Body Fat Monitor. It's $19.97, and it's very easy to program, and up to 4 people can be programmed into it at a time.